Hello everybody, and welcome to the 23rd episode of my Direwolf20 119 Modpack series. Last episode we finished off doing a whole bunch of stuff, namely getting a whole bunch of really cool accessories like the mana mirror here, as well as a whole bunch of the Terra Steel armor and some of the cool weapons we got from the mod itself, like the Crystal Bow. And what I've been doing in between episodes is just continuously filling this Terra Shatter up with mana, and just hoping I can get it at least to S grade or SS grade as soon as possible, but as I said, it takes a while, so kind of letting it just sit there and do its job. So what I want to do for this episode is, you may have saw it actually, but I want to get into Ad Astra. Now this was I think it was a like throwback to spacecraft. I don't remember the name of the mod, but there was another mod that allowed you to fly to the moon and such. So I thought this would be a very fun mod to get into right now because I haven't done any space mods in a very long time, and I've done zero on the series. So I thought this would be a good time to get into it right now. Now, as I mentioned, I know nothing about this mod, so I kind of just need to read through the books here and see what the heck I'm supposed to do. And when I get somewhat of an idea, I could bring you guys back in, but I do think I am going to build a little platform over here from the area. Because I think it'd be kind of cool using the Ad Astra, what's it called? The Ad Astra meteorite that we got here, and turn it into our little Ad Astra base. So, as I said, I'm going to read through this book, see what the heck I need to do to start this mod and what else I need. And well, we could take it from there. Alright guys, I have a little bit of a platform here. It's not the best, but it is good enough for now. So, I looked at some stuff I needed, and some of the first things I'm going to need is a fuel refinery, oxygen loader, an actual rocket, because that's kind of what's used to get to space. That might be kind of useful. Oxygen tank, because, well, I don't want to die. I want to be able to breathe. A launch platform, a spacesuit, because I need something to feed me that oxygen. And a few other things, like an oxygen gear, which I'm pretty sure is just to give me oxygen, I guess you could say. And then the actual workbench is what I actually use to craft the rocket. So the first thing I have to figure out is where to find oil. Now, since my map was deleted last episode because I had to reset my entire pack, I'm gonna have to just fly around and hope I find some oil, and well, we can pretty much start there. But while we're waiting, because I do want to do some stuff with you guys first, is I think we can go ahead and craft some things at least. So let's see what we can go. So it looks like we need a whole bunch of plates. So we need industrial hammer. To get that, I'm just going to make just a max, or as many places as I can with that, because I know I'm going to need it. And then I need iron plates, it looks like as well. I can just do the exact same thing by just creating a whole bunch of that by just doing bang bang. Perfect. So we need 2 launch pads, because I was reading the book and it says we need a launch pad to leave the moon and one to come back from the moon. Or sorry, one to go to the moon, one to come back from the moon. So we also are going to need some oxygen tanks. I should probably go back to my big crafting grid. Now, do I have any iron tool rods? No, I do not. I can make them with these guys right here. And it's said to have many tanks, so I'm just going to put all this stuff in the system. Can I stack them? No, I can't. I'm going to have 3 tanks. I think that actually, do I need a tank to make the No, I don't, but I do need these steel tanks. I'm gonna just take 4 tanks because that feels pretty safe to do it. I'll put that right there. I know I probably should be getting oil first, but I can make the rocket and find the oil later, right? So we can check that off. We can check those off. Now let's make the NASA workbench next because that's going to be like vital. So once we got that, we can craft ourselves up the steel block. Can I really do this? I can't. I don't know why that was an option, but I thought it would be good. Where is my steel? Steel should be somewhere around here. There it is. I got a whole bunch of steel. So with that, we should be able to create the NASA workbench. And this rain is going to bother me, so we're just going to turn it off quickly. Gotta love that Gobber mod for those fun things they have there. So we can turn that off because we have it now. To make an oxygen tank, we just simply do that. Does it have like an inventory? It doesn't. But I'm guessing I have to have that. Maybe it goes somewhere on the body. Is it like a body slot? No, I guess maybe it's required to make the armor suit. Yeah, that's what it is. So I guess might as well go make the armor now then. It looks like I'm missing. Does it have to be orange? Looks like it has to be orange. It's kind of funky. So we got a space helmet. We got ourselves a tank. I guess I'll keep 2 tanks for myself because it looks like this has to have some oxygen capacity in it. So we got a helmet. Now we need to get ourselves some pants, some pantaloons. Go right there. Move this over because everything to be perfectly lined up. Make ourselves some booties. And we can take the armor set off now. Now let's go ahead and it looks like I'm gonna need to make some more stuff. I think I'm gonna need a bunch of these, so I'll just make a stack of them. And that's what happens when you have, 450,000 copper and it's still going up. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I actually just pointed at my screen and realized you guys couldn't see me do that. So I think I was working on this little fella right here, so it looks like I need more iron rods, so we'll just make 16. So I guess 24. Make ourselves a fan. I don't know if you guys like this. I'm trying to show more like crafting and stuff because I'm guessing you guys may want to see some stuff like that. So if you guys like me doing stuff like this, please leave a comment and tell me if you like this stuff or not. But I thought, at least for this episode, I'd give it a shot if you guys like it or not. Now the question is, so this needs RF. Can I just use a point? Will that work fine? Yes. And then an oxygen loader. I'm guessing I can probably use a point as well for this. So what I can do is just come down here. I can plot my point right here. And let's see, I need some pipes now. There's not pipes here somewhere. There we go. Take my wrench. Go bang, bang, and boom. I don't know if these guys are gonna need more than 256 R per tick, but I guess we'll see. If they do, I can always just, put a pipe upgrade in. Okay, so now that we have all these guys created, I really probably, so that's for when I make a space base. So actually, I can cut that off for now. I do want to make a rover, however. So we'll make a rover, and then after I make this rover, guys, that is when I will go and head. I don't have dash. I can't make it. Okay, never mind. This is not something I can do just yet. That's something we have to wait to come back from space. So just in case you guys don't know, on the moon there's a couple things, at least that I could see so far from reading it. Because this thing, well, that's pretty cool actually. So there's a couple things I saw that are on the moon that we want to get. The first thing is dash. Dash is like the next tier of resources. Dash is what's used to make, let's see if we go to tier 2 rocket. It uses dash and dash steel tanks and dash everything to make the tier 2 rocket. So dash is the first thing we're going to need to get there. And second, I think there are dungeons on the moon, as well as underground villages with lunarians. I can show you guys that pretty quickly with the book. Let's see, the moon, lunarians, yeah. Lunarians. Those are essentially the villager aliens on the moon. Now the space station I think would be pretty interesting. I think that would be a good place to kind of build ourselves a new base because this place is kind of, it's seen better days, and I think in space we could build ourselves a lot more cool stuff and kind of make some more automated stuff in space, but still have this be kind of like our main Earth base, I guess you could call it. So now that we have pretty much everything done, I will hold off on making the rocket until I come back from getting myself some oil. So I'm going to see what kind of pumps do we have access to. Aqueous accumulator probably won't work. We had the electronic pump. I might just use that honestly. That would probably be pretty easy to use. Then I'm probably going to need to use the mechanical pipes here. And also make the ultimate. Do I have that? Do I have them on autocraft? Pressurized. No, I do not. So I can make those pipes off camera, or in between this and the next clip that you guys see. So I'm going to go fly around, try to find myself some oil. I'm probably going to set up a ender tank so I can bring it back over. So an ender tank here, and that way I can have the oil without having to constantly go back and forth between there. I'll probably do just black for the dye. So I'm gonna go find oil, guys. I will bring you guys back when I find the oil to set up the pump there. I just remembered that our desert that we found here earlier to get cactus had a oil piece nearby. However, now that I'm looking at the oil, I realize there's a lot less than I thought there was going to be. You can see here, usually, when I was thinking about oil, I was thinking about the mod where it pretty much went down underground. There's a giant oil vein underground. However, it doesn't look like there is. So what I thought we could do is put one of these guys in bucket mode and just kind of click up and pick it all up right now. So I think if we just go, is it scroll? What if I put this in bucket mode? Both fill. Sure. So now I should be able to just write. Oh. I thought they said a bucket mode you could. There we go. So now with bucket mode, we can just pick up all the oil here. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see this is kind of why I was like, there's so little oil actually here that I didn't really see it being justified actually making a pump over here, because I don't even know how this would work with a pump, to be honest with you. Would a pump even pump all this stuff up, or would it not, because it's not connected? I actually don't know. So I thought it would just be safer to just straight up do this. And you know, I guess it's good, right? We're cleaning up. So is that another source right there? No, it's not. You know, we're cleaning up all the water around here, so we're doing good stuff as well. So it's fine. So I'm going to collect the rest of this oil here, guys, and after that, I will bring you guys back and we can go to refining it up. Now that we're back, we can start refining up our fuel here. Now, I don't know if that was working or not. Maybe I need to put it back into bucket mode. Will that work now? We need to be output. It looks like it's not working. Oh, if you guys were wondering, I did find a second one on the way back because I didn't know if just one was going to be enough. So I'm just going to get a bucket. Looks like I might have to do the bucket route for this, so I'll just take a whole bunch of buckets of these out. Just put this in. It looks like that will do just fine. Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah, that did very fine. In fact, I'm probably going to need to put these buckets over here now. Now, will those stack? The answer is no. They won't stack. I'm like juggling right now, like a dummy. So that will unfill. I can put another bucket in. Take that out. Put that bucket over there. Take that. I can just take all these buckets out, to be honest with you. Okay. So now that we have a whole bunch of refined fuel, we can actually start making ourselves a rocket now. So let's just go here and create the pieces we need for the rocket. I'm going to put these guys in my inventory. Oh, they stack in here. That's actually pretty interesting. Oh, probably because I have the stack upgrade right there. So I'll just take out a few more of those guys because I might as well just put all the oil I can in here. Okay. Sorry this is a bit boring right here. I'm just trying to manage a little bit. Okay, now that we have that, I don't know if I made it, so we'll make that part. Then we need 6. Is that 6 steel blocks? Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we need fins. Looks like we only need one set of fins because I think it said 4. Yes, it did. 2 steel tanks, and then finally an engine. So we need an engine frame, and we need a engine fan. And that should give us all the pieces to make a rocket. And this rain doesn't want to stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now I'm guessing we can just shift click into here. Oh, that is... Whoa, look at that. That's like a little animation. Ooh. What does this look like? Guys, we have a rocket. We have ourselves a rocket. I dig it. I dig it. So first thing we need to do is place down one of these landing pads. Looks like that is also over my head because it's a giant thing. Let's put a landing pad right here. This other landing pad will be our safety measure. We can put our rocket on top of the landing pad. It's not what I wanted to. I think we shift click it. Yes. So we need 3 buckets in there to get ourselves to the moon. What I need to do now is I have no clue. These are 4. Looks like it's just plain inventory spaces. It looks like. Yeah. So I'm going to get myself suited up now, and we can just go to the sky. Actually, no. We need to get oxygen going first. Oh my goodness, I almost messed up right there. I think I already have a tank with water in it, so that should be pretty good. So I can just pop this down, turn it off bucket mode, take these 3 buckets, and we can just probably put some bits in here, get some oxygen. Oh, that gets very little oxygen. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to grind out some oxygen, guys. I don't know if I can put oxygen in a tank here, but if I can, I'll probably just go ahead and do that as well. I'm also wondering if I can just pump water straight into here if I have to use buckets. So I'm going to get myself oxygen. I'm going to do a little bit of discovery about that stuff too. And once we get enough oxygen, we can finally go to space, guys. Alrighty, guys. I've been AFKing here a little bit just to let my oxygen build up in this tank right here. It's going pretty slow. That's why I just waited a little bit longer because you never know how much oxygen you're going to need in space. So I thought it'd be good to have a little bit of a backup reservoir for ourselves. So I think we just go in here and click a spacebar. And we're off to space, guys. We're going to the moon! When is Dogecoin to the moon when you got yourself to the moon? Can I go in first or fifth person? Oh, I can. Look at us, guys. We're going to the moon. Oh my gosh. You know how high our sugarcane is? I got all the screenshots while we're doing this, guys. It's fantastic. So, I'm guessing once that thing right there reaches the top, probably does a loading screen, maybe? Yeah. Solar... Oh, this is like really in depth. Holy Toledo. Provided tier 1. So, Earth. Okay, so I can go to the moon or satellite station. Looks like I need to actually get Dash stuff to make a satellite station, so... Let's go to the moon, guys. Hopefully we keep our rocket. What's that right there? Is that something? I don't know. I guess we'll see in a second when it loads. Or yeah, well, that looks like some. Oh, I heard an explosion. So where's our rocket? Were we supposed to keep the rocket? Should I not have been? What's that over there? Yeah, I don't think I have a rocket now. How am I supposed to get back? It did say don't. I didn't need to. I didn't need to bring it. Another one, right? The first launch. Prepare to launch. Yeah, it should. I don't know why. For some reason, it didn't keep. I can fly here. Um. Yeah, guys, I don't know where my rocket went, but I guess that's fine. We can just teleport back, I guess, by using the /home command because I don't know where my rocket went. On the map anywhere that we can see? Well, I don't know. So there are a few things we want to do here. The first thing we want to do on the moon is find Desh. Now, I actually don't know where Desh spawns. Let's see if we go to basic materials, if it's in here. No, basic materials is probably not in it. So probably have to go to the moon. Let's see, underground. That's what the majority of the mesh will be. But I kind of want to explore these little things over here with you guys first quickly before we even get to the Desh stuff. So I don't know if flying is too much or not, but what is this? It's like a dungeon. Let's check out this thing over here first because I feel like it's probably a dungeon too. I'm guessing this is the entrance. I'm just so confused where my rocket is. Oh, did I see Dash? That looks like Dash right there. Looks like you slowly fall down. So let's see what this stuff is all about. Oh, moon cheese. That's not Dash at all. What is moon cheese? That's interesting. Well, we don't really need moon cheese right now, so let's go check that thing out over there first. We can check this one out later. This one had like a nice entrance for us over here. It just popped out. Actually, no, we'll check this out first. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm kind of being very wishy-washy right now. There's just so many things to look at. Oh, okay. Hey, dude. Ice shards. I could probably steal their flooring, to be honest with you. Might do that. Oh, they got a full anvil here? Yes. Is there anything below here? No, but this is... Can I turn this into... Oh, it's desk plating. They probably do that so you don't steal it. Does plating have any uses? No, I'll put it back because it doesn't look like it has any uses. They probably do that specifically so people don't steal it from them. Let's see what's up here now. So they got a library. Some library trades. They have anything... Surprised there's no loot here. I think they'd have loot in this kind of place. Guess you're in like a Lunarian nitwit. Oh, there we go. There's a chest. Purity. Wow, that's a... Yeah, purity. That's 100%. What else we got here? Yeah, I'm very new to this creators now, guys, which is why I'm really not sure what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of wandering around to see what's here. So this is... Oh, is this tower just like their base? That's kind of cool if that is. I'm guessing there's more loot up here then. Get up. Move Lunarians. I'm trying to loot your place. Oh boy. Flying is hard here. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of loot up here. So we get Desh Nuggets. Now, is this Astral Moon Sand used for anything? Let's see. Doesn't look like it's used for too much, at least. But we'll take it anyways because it's loot. At the very least, we got these. Oh, I got my first Desh ingot. Soul Torch. I'm guessing normal torches don't work on the moon because there's no oxygen here. My oxygen is going down really fast. Hopefully these oxygen tanks don't need to be anywhere besides being in my inventory. Okay. Let's check out the other thing down there, guys. It looks pretty interesting, whatever it was. How do I get out? Yeah, my guess is this entire building is like how settlements work here. Now, I don't know what this is over here, but it looks like something. Do I just break in, or is it already... Oh, yeah, it's already open for me to go into. What is this? Glowing iron pillar. That looks really cool, actually. Just drop down. Is this strip? No. Oh, this is like an. Oh, okay. So this is like a formal city, I guess. Okay. I guess there's a whole bunch of loot here. It's pretty interesting, actually. I'm kind of wondering what Desh looks like, though, like the Desh ore. So that's what. Oh, God, deep slate Desh ore. Where'd you get that from? Oh, probably just on the moon itself. I'm guessing the moon also goes to the -64 as well. Yeah. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting. Not gonna lie though. I wasn't. Oh, there's a lot of dash right there, and a launch pad. Nice. They can't stack. I guess they don't stack. I'm gonna put the launch pads in there. Oh, yes. What I wanted to do, as you guys probably saw there, is I wanted to create the third eye. I even set it up in this crafting table first, but I just completely forgot about it. I wanted this because if we equip this into our body slot, go down to the body slot. I just passed it, didn't I? We can actually see everything through walls. Like bad guys through walls. We can't see these guys because these guys are passive mobs. We can see a whole bunch of bad guys through mobs. Ooh. Oh, they even got space pants being... That's actually pretty cool. I feel like this is pretty much going to be me looting around for a little bit. So I may... No, I think I'll bring you guys a little bit more into this with me. We'll loot this place all up, and then after this place up, I think I might cut the camera there and just mine myself a whole bunch of dash, and then bring you guys back in for some cool stuff. Oh, we can even get loot fuel here too. I bet these places are very useful if you forget to bring stuff, because that book did say. Where is it? Right here. Let's see. Preparations to launch. Follow these steps carefully. Missing one could lead to a tough life or be stranded on the moon. I'm sure if you get stranded on the moon, these places are like vital for you to survive. I don't know if we've looted all this place yet. Nope, we haven't. So this is honestly just pretty simple. There's not too much to go on here. It looks like. Ooh, we get a hammer. We get a pure gem. I mean, it's basically just village loot with extra additives from Astra, I'm guessing. Looks like we got a couple more chests to loot over here. Then after that, I'll probably pop you guys out and just look around. I know I left that gem in there. I just don't have enough inventory space for it. Oh, I just realized I do have access to my system, so I could just dump this stuff in there. Let's see. Maybe I do have inventory space for it. I guess if you guys are wondering, I did rehook up the interdimensional thing because we got a whole bunch more power now, so I just popped that back on to the receiver. It's like another area. Well, this is a pretty cool area, I guess I'd say. I wonder what else we have out here. Nothing too much though. Let's get to the ladder to get out. I think it's right here, yeah. I wonder if the other place was a little area as well. But I think what I need to know, guys, I think I should go mining for a whole bunch of dash. And once I get a whole bunch of dash, I can probably bring you guys... I wonder what the difference between that place and that place is. He just left. He's like, oh, no, he's on the top. Sorry, guys. I just got very distracted there for a second. But as I was saying, what I think I need to do is go mining for more dash. And when we get a lot more dash, I can probably pop you guys back in. Let's go a place to go mining for dash. I'm guessing that's dash right there, actually. And I'm gonna get a whole bunch of dash, and then we can probably build a tier 2 rocket, or even work on like a space station. I'm not sure what I want to do next, but that's iron. Maybe, oh, you know what? They probably have all the types of ores in here, so probably have to. Ooh, ice shards. Probably need to get that too. So yeah, I'm just gonna go mining for a whole bunch right now, guys. Once I get a whole bunch of resources, I'll pop you guys back in. We can kind of see what to do next from Mount Astra.
All right, guys, I'm doing a whole bunch of mining right now. As you can see, I have 345 dash and about 887 of these ice shards. And it looks like it's about to lose night vision. I pretty much made a spell for night vision because it was just taking so long. Well, I didn't really feel like making potions, to be honest with you. It wasn't taking so long. I was just getting sick of walking around in the dark. So, I made it. And just if you're wondering, guys, I just woke up. I did take a little bit of a break last night because I was just exhausted. So if you're wondering why my voice sounds like this, it's because it's morning voice. But I thought we'd head back now to our home on Earth because we don't have anything. We don't really have a base on the moon. And I think what we can do is when we go back to Earth, I kind of want to make a base on the moon. So we're once again going to make a tier 1 rocket. Then we are going to fly back to the moon here. And then after that, we're going to... No. First we're going to go back to the Earth. We're going to make a tier 1 rocket and all the things needed to make a base on the moon. Now, we're not making a space station, but I want to make an actual base on the moon. And that requires something called an oxygen distributor, which I don't have saved, of course. I forgot to do that. And what that does is it kind of oxygenates an area of 2,000 blocks. And if I want more than 2,000 blocks, I could just make more. But in this little base of operations of the moon, I want to be able to do things like put up a mine, put up a little house for a little storage, kind of make it like a little moon base, I guess you could say, like a space station, except it's on the planet instead of in space. So let's head on back. Remember, I'm doing /home because I lost my rocket. I don't know where it went or what even happened to it. So that is that. And what I was looking at too, actually, was it looks like Dash can be processed through here. No, it can't, because I'm clicking U right now. It looks like that's the last one. So let's go back here and see if there's any other processings of this. Okay. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to see more. So what we can do, though, is I can just drop a whole bunch of this in the energizer, or the energizing chamber. So I can just quickly pop over to one of these guys over here. And I can just cook all my Dash up. Now the energizer chamber is right. Wait, is this one? Oops, not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I could probably just drop it all in the enriching chamber. So let's just take our stuff out. Now, this should go pretty fast, honestly. So I shouldn't have to worry too much. So with that going right now, I mean, it's what I will do. I don't want us to get. I don't want to jam up my system right now. So we'll just do that. And it looks like we got 2 left over. So we'll just pop those 2 back into here. So that we have a whole bunch of Dash, we can use it for more stuff. And it looks like I'm losing my night vision again. Well, you really need night vision, not in the moon, so I'll just come over here and sleep. And if you're wondering, these oxygen tanks probably last around 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I realized that because I lost my oxygen and I started dying. And I will tell you guys, to use the oxygen tanks, you don't just have them in inventory, you have to actually right-click them, if you can see that. And it puts oxygen into your system. If you don't right-click it, you will start getting hurt. So once again, I want to make another rocket so that we can go back to the moon and make a base there. So if we go back to add Astra, we need to do that extra part right there. We need a oxygen distributor. Oops, I need to do that first. We need an oxygen distributor. We're going to probably need a solar panel. Or I do kind of want to use Ad Astra for most of this, so I'll probably make a whole bunch of solar panels here. Maybe 5 or 6 to power everything. I'm going to need a water pump to extract the water. And let's see what else I'm going to need. That should be all I need to create a base there. So I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to build another rocket quickly. You guys don't need to see me build the tier 1 rocket again because I already did. And once I build it, I'll pop you guys back in, and then we can go back to the moon and start building a base there. I will also probably get some resources that I want to use to build there. And once we get that, again, we can build a base and, finally start like a mining operation on the moon. I have most of the resources right now, but I thought I'd do some of the final crafts with you guys. Now, I did already go ahead and make the oxygen distributor, as well as the water pump. But I want to make some of the few other things over here with you right now. The first one is a few solar panels. I don't know how much these guys are going to need, but I think 4 solar panels will be perfect amount. I also want to make a digital miner, because I feel like digital mining sounds very high-tech, and it sounds cool, and sounds like something that you'd use to, mine space with. So it looks like we should go through and make a whole bunch of these little things right now. Make ourselves a robot next. Most of this stuff can be just made like that. And now we have to just make a personal chest. With that, the robot should be completed. And now the digital miner should be completed as well. This guy will just take a PowerPoint. He won't be using the dash. I kind of want it to all be from at Astra, but I don't know. I'm weird like that. I did, as you probably saw, make another rocket. And one thing I did want to do before we left is, you guys can see my mana mirror is empty. And that's because while we were exploring space, I threw my Terra Shatter over here just to see how much it would get. And we can see how far it's progressed. So we are, what is that, like a tenth of the way to SS tier? And if you're wondering, guys, all of these were full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 41. So a total of 41 went into this, and it's only about a tenth of the way full. Just to show you guys how much mana this takes to get there. So I'm going to drop this guy back in there. We can come back later and check on him. I really want to get that to SS tier because I can. That's essentially why. So let's get ourselves back to Mars. Do we have everything? Oh, if you guys are wondering, the glowing Phantom Glacier is I want to use that for the kind of not only lighting, but also the glass of the base. It looks kind of industrial and something that could survive in space, so I thought it'd be a pretty good one to use. I did make it Phantom too, so I wouldn't have to make a door. I could just walk straight through it. Oop, screenshot. Oh, oop, screenshot again. Always gotta get screenshots of going to space, guys. Now, I think the reason I lost my rocket last time was because I was in the, not the menu, the map, so I wasn't able to see what was actually happening. So I think I'm gonna do now is not go on the map and actually look at what's happening, and hopefully that keeps me safe. See you guys, I was ready. See, I'm pressing shift right now, and it looks like it's slowing my descent down, if you can see right here. So see how fast it's dropping. Then I click shift or spacebar, and it looks like it's going down slower. So I'm guessing I need to slowly land to the ground so that my ship doesn't get blown up or something. Yeah, because we can see we have it here now, and it's not actually broken. And yep, we got a rocket right there. Now this, I don't know what we do with this. We just break it. So now we got a rocket, which kind of does confuse me. I feel like I should have still got my rocket if that thing blew up because, well, it would have just dropped the item on the ground, wouldn't it? So what we're going to do is, I actually kind of want to quickly see, does this stuff, this moon stuff, I don't know which one I'm using. I think it's this one I need to look in. Can I use this for anything interesting? Just quickly, let's check it out. Does it have bricks? Oh, it has a brick variation. So I might actually do that quickly. So I'm going to make myself a furnace. A smelting factory would probably be the better thing to make. I can get that ultimate very fast. Okay. So now that we're here, I want to make myself a little bit of base. One of the materials I went with was blackstone bricks. And I did that because blackstone bricks were also used at kind of my launch pad area, so I thought it'd be a pretty industrial looking thing. Now this area looks pretty good. It's pretty wide open right now. I might do a little bit of terraforming over here. But as you guys know, I'm a bad builder, so building this will take me probably a few hours. Maybe a little bit less, depending on how well I can get this done. But what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to build as best as I can, clear this area out, maybe flatten out a little bit, and just try to get a building erected here so that I can kind of have myself a base. Like, I would time-lapse it, but I'm so inconsistent with how long it takes me to build stuff that you guys don't want to see a time-lapse of me just breaking a building, breaking a building, breaking a building. So, once again, guys, I will be back in an indefinite amount of time with how long it takes me to build this actual base. Alright, I do have a half base going on here so far. This is what it looks like. I kind of went with more of an observation type thing. So that's kind of why I have glass on every single wall. And I will tell you guys, phantom glass will not work because it counts as a pass-through block, so the oxygen distributor will go right through it. That was my furnace I used to create the ground right here. But, excuse me, what I want to do is place down the oxygen distributor right here. Because I think this will be a great place to put it. As you can see, I did already place down the solar panels right here, which aren't producing power just yet. Hopefully, they will be producing power soon with the sun right there. But until now, we'll just run the cable like there and wait for it to work. And now we can just block this up. What is nice about this is even though the cable right there is technically a pass-through block, so oxygen will go through it, the oxygen comes out of the top of this, and this block itself counts as a full block, so this place will get oxygenated fine. Now, unfortunately, the water pump really is not viable to use because of how we're setting this up. I'd have to use a different power source, and I don't really want to do that. And even now, I'm kind of curious when this will give us power, so I'm going to just bite the bullet and use a sink. It's not ideal, but I think it'll be the best thing to do. So we'll just take, I can figure this out. Go down one more. And we'll put the sink down. If I can get down. I missed my block reach. Without having my Ars Nouveau armor on, I don't have any like infinite, not infinite, but like super long block reach. So it's kind of painful. So I'm just gonna use this to get water inside of here. And yeah, see the power's back on now and oxygen is distributing. And if we turn this on to show, you can see this entire area is oxygenated now. Perfect. Now we can just quickly patch this guy right on up. And I wonder if that changed the... No, it didn't change it. But you see we have oxygen building up in here now. Is it building up fast enough? It looks like it's building up faster, so that's good. So that we have a base going here, what I want to do is get the digital miner going. Now I was thinking of just popping it in the middle here for now. Because I want this kind of... I kind of want this base to be our base of operations, and almost like a mining outpost on the moon. And having this here is kind of exactly what makes sense for that. Now this should be the input right here, and I did say I want to use this. Just a normal power for this guy right here. That should get that going. We need to configure it. Let's see. Let's just go to the maximum possibility. So 99, check. I think negative 64, check. And then maximum is 120. Oh, it's like 314 or something right now, right? Let's shoot the maximum it lets me to. Let's see, negative 99999. Okay, so that is the maximum for all of it. So if I can just do item stack, I need to somehow get dash in here. But now we have a miner set up, we can kind of get that going now. I click start. No. So we want auto eject on, we want auto, we don't need auto pull. Do we want? I don't think we want silk touch on here. But with this, we have it powered, and now I need to get dash. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any dash, so what I'm gonna have to do is go to the mines quickly and get a piece of dash so I can have it hook up to this. I went ahead and mined the three main things we want to get here, that is moon dash ore, moon cheese, and moon ice shards. So let's just go to item stack and just pop each of these guys in here. Item stack again, go here, save, and then finally item stack with the ice shards right here. Now that should be it. Click start and stop. We'll get all the stuff we have here, so it's a decent amount. Now this will have to move around, but I think this is actually going to be halfway decent for now. So what I want to do now is probably put in... I'm just going to put a big chest here. Let's see. Chest. I could... I already have a gold chest. Let's upgrade the gold chest to diamond. Upgrade this anymore. Do you want to do crystal chest? No, we don't want to do crystal chest. I'm just going to put this right here on the top. And that should auto export. And if we start this, it should be mining. Right, I need to put upgrades in it to go faster. Auto eject should be working. I don't know why it's not going to the chest. But what I'm going to do quickly is just get a pair of mechanism upgrades. Just type in upgrade and that should be pretty good. Hit right there, and it looks like we need to get some speed upgrades now too. That should come pretty fast because we have our system fully automated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and perfect. I just right click it as I can. That should go pretty dang fast. I don't know why it's not outputting. That is kind of confusing me, unless it doesn't want to be outputting up here. Maybe it wants to output back here. There we go. Now, I think this is going to be good enough for now. Ooh, you can see it mining and stuff right there. That's really cool. I like stuff like that. But this is kind of what I wanted. And now that we have automated deck production and ice shards and cheese, I really kind of added the cheese because I thought it'd be kind of funny to do. And we might as well, and I'm gonna turn this oxygen off before it makes you go insane by just seeing all these particles everywhere. But now we have automated dash. Our little mining outpost here is pretty good, I think. What I want to do next is go to Mars, which is the next area we can go to. However, we're like 40 minutes into this episode, so I think what we're gonna do is go to Mars next episode. And then after we go to Mars, I think that is when I want to start working on a space station. So next episode, hopefully, now we should get to working on a space station as well as going to Mars next episode. So hopefully you guys can look forward to that. So thank you guys very much for watching this 23rd episode. Once again, I want to know if you guys like this more longer clips with, I guess, less clips and they're longer each. You guys can't see my oxygen is not going down anymore, by the way. So just let me know if you guys want this. Or I know earlier I was doing a lot a lot shorter clips with a lot more of them. So more kind of was done with those, but a lot more stuff was skipped in those. So once again, let me ask you guys if you like this style more, where I'm kind of talking to you guys more. We're doing more stuff together. It's not as action packed. It's not bang 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 bang. But we're doing stuff together and we're kind of going through the flow with each other. So just let me know if you guys like more. Once again, thank you guys for watching this 23rd episode of my Direwolf20 119 Modpack series. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode in a few days. Bye, guys.